Hey guys, this video has been requested a lot, so let's get into it. How to not gain weight, specifically in college. In order to figure out how to not gain weight in college or in life, you have to figure out why you're gaining weight. It can be anything from the dining hall using the cheapest food possible, which is consequentially generally higher in fat. It can also just be the fact that your portions are no longer controlled, or the fact that you're generally eating buffet style, which means that you can just keep going back and back and back. For a lot of people, college weight gain and weight gain outside of adolescence comes from alcohol. I'm gonna go back to that. So we use the term freshman 15 as a blanket term for the weight that you gain during your first few months in college. For me, it was not a freshman 15. It was a freshman 50. When you are in a new environment, some people thrive and others don't. A lot of times I use food as a de-stressor, and that's not a good thing, but I can definitely tell you that that contributed to the 50 pounds I gained. This summer I put in a huge amount of effort and I lost all of those 50 pounds which I gained the year before. And that was a huge thing for me, and I don't want anybody else to have to go through that because it's a really hard process. So that's why this video's up. I'm gonna go ahead and just start with the big stuff. Let's start with alcohol. Also, disclaimer, I don't condone underage drinking, obviously. Alcohol is tricky because it's a huge contributor to weight gain, but you don't necessarily know why. I mean, I know why. I'm assuming you don't know why. Let me tell you why. It's not just the fact that beer has carbs, which beer has a ton of carbs. That's fine if you save a lot of your carbs for drinking. They're still simple carbs, by the way, but whatever. But what you're not taking into account is the metabolic aspect of alcohol. A lot of girls in college drink the skinny bitch. It's like a Diet Coke plus some white liquor, so white rum or vodka, generally vodka. When people drink the skinny bitch, they think they're avoiding the freshman 15. That's not true. So when you drink 0.3 ounces of alcohol, you restrict your body's ability to burn fat by 1/3. When a girl knows that her body can burn a full breakfast and a full dinner and a full lunch, she eats those things, but alcohol changes that. Because of the way alcohol burns in the body, it takes precedence over everything else you've eaten during that day. During the day, your body is constantly burning the thing, so it starts with the breakfast, then goes to the lunch, then goes to the dinner, and by the time you go to bed, traditionally, it's burned off quite a lot of what you've eaten. But if you add that alcohol component, your body immediately starts only burning the alcohol. It starts running completely off of the alcohol that you've put into it. Alcohol is technically a poison for the body. The body wants to get rid of it. It wants to move it through the system as fast as possible. So if you eat everything that you're used to eating during the day and then you go to a rager and you drink skinny bitches all night, your body's only burning the skinny bitches. And I'm not trying to scare you from ever drinking, just know that alcohol has a huge effect on how your body burns calories, carbs, proteins, fats, all of it. But moving on past alcohol. The problem with eating in a dorm environment is that they might have a wheat bread option for you, but you still don't know how many carbs that wheat bread has. You can't count the numbers as efficiently as you can in your own home. I can go and order a wrap and I can have a piece of cheddar cheese on it, but some cheddar cheese has 15 grams of fat per slice and some has 7. I don't know which it is. If I'm in the dining hall and they have a home cooked section with a broiled tilapia and green beans and they have all the nutrition facts listed, I am all over that. That sounds lovely. But if I'm in the dining hall and they're serving sloppy joes and in addition to that you can also make yourself a sandwich, I don't know what's in that sandwich. I don't know what's in that sloppy joe. I don't want any part of that. So I have a list of the food that I keep in my dorm room at all times. I'm just gonna share that with you. I always have a multi-grain wheat bread, which generally has about 7 carbs a slice. I always have eggs, and I actually have one of those microwave egg cookers. You can buy them at Target for like $5. And so you just crack the egg in, scramble it, and then you can put it in the microwave. It'll make you like a little egg patty, and then you can make an egg sandwich out of it. I do keep fruit in the room, but I pay close attention to which fruits. Bananas are very, very carb heavy. I generally keep apples in the room because I know exactly what is in an apple, how to burn an apple, all of that good stuff. I like keeping cherry tomatoes in my fridge because they're a lot of flavor and there's not much to them, so they're heavily water-based. I can pop them in and then I have a lot of flavor to go off of. Skim milk, let me preach skim milk. It's high in protein, low in fat. It's beautiful. I have a block of low-fat cheese in my fridge. Sometimes I'll put it in the eggs that I put in the microwave. Sometimes if I just want cheese, which happens, I'll cut off 1 ounce of it and then that's a serving. The other secret thing that I always have in my dorm room is a bar of dark chocolate. So I love chocolate, but if I get the desserts in the dining hall, I'll go crazy and I never actually know what's in them. So a bar of dark chocolate where I can just break off 2 little segments and I can look on the back exactly what I'm eating. That's so good to satisfy a craving, but not in a bad way. A lot of people will tell you that scales are scary and that they make girls go anorexic because they're just constantly looking at the number. Personally, I don't have that problem, so if it's a huge issue for you, don't keep a scale in your room. But I need one just because I need to know if I'm gaining weight, how much weight I'm gaining. I have to be aware. Other things that most college campuses have, they have a fitness center. Now, I don't like fitness centers. I don't like feeling like other people are watching me work out. I don't like other people looking over at my treadmill numbers. That sucks. But I live in Boston. It gets freaking cold in the winter. I can't always go on a 2-mile walk or a jog during the day. So the fitness center being there is a nice fallback. Generally, I walk, jog. Sometimes I do a little bit of resistance training if I'm feeling flabby that day. That's a good adjective. Finally, a lot of it is just knowing your body, knowing what you can burn, and only eating that amount. Don't go crazy. Don't get sad. If you let yourself get sad, if you're not involved in the university process, I find extracurriculars keep me so much happier and bouncy and involved and doing your homework and not letting yourself stress eat to the point that you find a freshman 15 just sprang up. Every night before I go to the dining hall, I go online, I look at the menu, I look at exactly what they're serving and what the serving size is and how much fat, how many protein, how many carbs are in each of those things. And that is just what I have to do to not gain weight. If you guys think that you're all a-okay, you're going strong, please continue to do so. And I'm sorry if this only applies to college students. Hopefully you can find a way to apply it back to your everyday lives. That being said, sorry I haven't been here in a while. I was traveling and then I was moving back into school, had a lot to do. So that's why I've been not very present. One cool thing, Color Me Cassie, which is the channel that you're watching, actually has a Tumblr now, which I post outfit of the days on, sometimes some product reviews, and so you can follow that at colormecassie.tumblr.com. Also, during my hiatus, this channel hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me, for sharing this channel. Please feel free to send it on to your friends if you think this is something that might help them. And other than that, bye!